Hello and welcome to KLM Institute.
A shocking decision from former U.S. President Donald Trump is once again making headlines, and it's sending serious shockwaves through the Indian IT industry and among lakhs of Indian students and professionals dreaming of working in the United States. Trump has officially proposed a massive fee hike for the H-1B visa, a whopping $100,000 per year, just to hold the visa. That's not a one-time cost, but an annual fee, which could total up to $600,000 for 6 years. And this is in addition to the usual processing charges, legal fees, and employer costs. To understand how big this is, in Indian currency, 1 lakh US dollars is around 83 lakhs. And most Indian software engineers in the US earn around 90 lakhs to 1 crore per year. So paying such a huge amount just for the visa will simply not be practical. This move directly targets Indian tech professionals, as they form the largest group of H-1B visa holders in the US. This is being seen as a part of Trump's long-standing America First policy, aimed at reducing legal immigration and pushing companies to hire US citizens instead of skilled foreign workers. But experts warn, this could backfire badly. Indian IT giants like Infosys, TCS, Wipro, and even startups are already raising red flags. NASSCOM, the leading industry body, says this will delay US projects, create hiring problems, and force companies to move operations to other countries like Canada, Germany, or Australia, which are now welcoming Indian talent with open arms. Many global companies have also reacted, saying this move could hurt innovation and make the US less attractive for top global talent. This could lead to a reverse brain drain, where Indian engineers and scientists stop choosing the US and look elsewhere. But this visa issue is just the tip of the iceberg. Trump has also placed more than 50% tariffs on Indian goods imported by the US, making Indian exports expensive and non-competitive. In contrast, goods from Pakistan and Bangladesh face much lower tariffs, which clearly shows a biased trade policy. It's unfortunate that some sections in India supported Trump blindly, even calling him a god. Some did it purely based on religious angles, ignoring the damage his policies were doing to India's economy and global position. Even PM Modi publicly supported Trump with the controversial slogan, Ab ki baar, Trump Sarkar.
Ab ki baar, Trump Sarkar. Ab ki baar, Trump Sarkar.
But now, those efforts seem in vain. Instead of focusing on building strong business relations, India invested energy in promoting a foreign politician, which brought no long-term benefits. The situation is even worse when we look at India's relations with neighboring countries like China, Sri Lanka, Nepal, Myanmar, and Bangladesh, which have been tense in recent years. At a time when global alliances are essential, India is more isolated than ever. China, Russia, European countries, and even African nations are also suffering under Trump's aggressive trade and immigration strategies. But India stands to lose more, especially its booming software sector. There are nearly 10 lakh Indian software engineers either working in or directly connected to the US economy. That's the size of a major city population like Pune or Lucknow. If this new H-1B visa fee is implemented, it could lead to massive job losses, not just in the US, but also across IT hubs in Bengaluru, Hyderabad, Pune, and Gurugram. It would cripple the outsourcing model that has driven India's tech growth for over 2 decades. So the question is, where do we go from here? It's time for India to focus on strengthening local industries, building real global partnerships, and protecting its tech talent from sudden geopolitical shocks. Depending too much on one country, especially when their policies are unstable, is a risky game we cannot afford to keep playing. We'll keep following this major story and bring you all the latest updates and expert analysis. Thanks for tuning in.